Hi and welcome to part 3 of the review of the Tytn 2. Let's have a look at the actual configuration. Go into System and we'll have a look at device information. Okay, so what we've got here is a CPU, the Qualcomm 7200, which is operating at 400 MHz. You've got a RAM size of 128 megabytes, flash ROM of 256 megabytes, and a storage size of just shy of 133 megabytes. Now, as I say, I had an HTC Touch, and one of the problems with that device was a memory. It suffered a great deal from memory leaks, well, there were several ways of dealing with that, but frankly I think that was a fairly major design flaw. In this device, no such problems. You've got a bucket load of storage there. What I'll do is I'll run up a load of programs now, and I'll show you exactly what effect that has on the memory. Just before we do that, you can also see there that the screen resolution is 240 by 320. Which I think is a big mistake for HTC. Come on to that a little bit later. And 65,000 colours. Okay, I've just started a load of programs running, and if we just go into the task manager up here, let's have a look at the sort of things that are running. I've got Google running on Opera, Audio Manager, Calculator, Calendar, Contacts, Excel, File Explorer, Google Maps, Pictures and Videos, PowerPoint, TCP/MP, loads of stuff. So quite a few programs are running there, and as you can see they're all listed on the task manager. So that's I have to say that each one, I didn't video them being run up, but I just went into start programs and just started running them all. Now let's have a look to see what effect that's had on the memory. So start settings, memory. You see it's operating very nicely at the moment, and you can see there that we've got 52 meg of program memory in use, and we've still got 49 meg free. Well, I think most Pocket PC users in reality probably wouldn't be running that many programs at the same time, but this thing is just whizzing along absolutely fine, no problems at all. And yes, it's got some all of this lot running at the same time. So I think that is a very good demonstration of exactly what the power of this machine is. Very swift, even with that little lot going. It's also connected to the internet through Wi-Fi and so on and so forth. So very impressed with the ability to multitask and also run very quickly at the same time. Let's have a quick look at the HTC Home plugin, which was also on the HTC Touch, although this has got more down here. Obviously this doesn't have touch flow. If you're familiar with touch flow, well, the HTC Kaiser does not have touch flow on it. However, it is possible to install touch flow on it. If you go to xdadevelopers.com and search around the forums there, it will show you how to do it. I actually am not a great fan of touch flow, so personally I wouldn't put it on. But let's just go through some of the things you've got on here. You've got the wireless manager. Sorry, what are we on here? We're on the phone application. Sorry, or the phone sound settings. So you've got sound on. You can switch the sound off altogether. That is one of my gripes, I have to say. This device is screaming out for a volume control. It does not have a separate volume control, and I think that's a big mistake. I think with all of the amount of room on this device to put buttons and switches, it would have been much more sensible to put a volume control on there. I think people will miss that. So there you go. You've also just put it on to vibrate. And that one, sound automatic. Actually, I haven't worked out what that is yet. Something to do with a late evening. Typical HTC home screen, large clock, messages or email, SMS messages and phone call information down there as well. Going on to the next tab, these are favourite people, telephone contacts for example. Going on to the weather screen, there you go, it's got the weather information. Incidentally, one of the complaints with the HTC Touch was that this application had a very limited list of countries that you could, towns or cities that you could choose from. This version, they've obviously done something with the application or the provider for the weather information, and there is now a huge list. So there's probably a very strong chance that your town or city is listed. Obviously very useful. This is updating through Wi-Fi. And then finally your application buttons. These can all be removed, deleted, and different programs put on there. You've got your Com Manager, File Explorer, program listings, standard program listings there. The button to change the lightness, the light brightness, I'll put it up to about there. Screen resolution, screen landscape flipping, screen rotate I should say, landscape flipping, where did I get that from? And turn it back again. Today please, it's a little bit slow on that side. Active Sync, TomTom I put on there. Resco File Explorer, which is something that I like to, I prefer that to the built-in File Explorer, and I also like to use Opera in preference to IE, but these are programs I set up. So typical HTC launcher, very useful. The only thing I don't like about it, I suppose, is the fact that it really does eat up your Today screen. It's quite obtrusive from that point of view. I was mentioning earlier about the fact that it has a lack of a dedicated volume control, and really the only way to change the volume is to go up to the volume icon at the top of the screen there. You'll get the two sets of volume controls. I don't know how well you can see that at the moment. On this side you've got the volume control for the Pocket PC side, and this for your phone. And when you're in you are actually in a phone call, a phone conversation, you can actually use the scroll wheel here, will actually alter the volume for you, which is fine. What I'd love to be able to do is to get the scroll wheel to act as a permanent volume control. I've looked at the button settings and that doesn't seem to be possible. Anybody knows how to do that, I'd love to hear from them. But I don't really use jog dials at all, so dedicating that to a volume control would be a lot more useful to me. So if anybody's got any ideas on that front, that will be very useful. Okay, we've got the device back on the table, we've got the keyboard out, we've got it tilted, so we can start tapping away. Well, rather like a laptop, well that's fine, but the trouble is that it's a bit wobbly, as you can see, and if you're tapping away too much at it, that's going to be very off-putting, particularly if you're not getting good tactile feedback from the keyboard. Sometimes you can't tell whether you're getting feedback from the key or whether the device is wobbling. The reason it's wobbling is quite simple. You've got on the back here some raised sections. You've got the GPS port cover, and you've got the camera and the speaker surround, and they're all slightly raised, as you can probably see there, and that's just making it wobble, which if you look at down the rest of the back of the machine, it's perfectly flat. So the whole idea of being able to treat it like a miniature laptop, for want of a better description, is completely lost. Well, not completely lost, that's overstating it, but it is a bit of a shame. Anyway, that's it for this one, and we'll have a look a bit more of the programs in a minute. Cheers for now.